if you are planning to move to Canada, you will want to watch till the end of this video. We are going to be looking at the top 5 most affordable cities to live in. The cost of living is probably the single most important factor to look into when you are looking for that place to live in, especially in these times of inflation and with looming housing prices. My name is Andrea Bailey from Yala, Canada, and I'm a registered immigration consultant. I'm also a licensed realtor in Ontario. Without further ado, let's dive in. According to nesto.ca, coming in at number 5 is Timmins, Ontario. This quiet city has a population of about 42,000 people, with mining being the mainstay of that economy. It takes about 8 hours to drive from Toronto to this particular town in northern Ontario. And the cost of living here in Timmins is among the lowest in all of Canada, with average home prices sitting at around $212,000. Number 4 is Cornwall, Ontario. This easternmost city in Ontario is close to the US and Quebec borders. And despite having less than 50,000 residents, it is growing in popularity among young families because of its relatively inexpensive average real estate and living costs. And in comparison to larger cities in Ontario, Cornwall consistently ranks as one of the least expensive to live in Canada. Cornwall has an average home price of $211,000. Coming in at number 3 is Quesnel, British Columbia. This city is one of the most affordable in Canada and has a population of about 12,000 people. It is extremely appealing to young families because it's a secure neighborhood. The cheap average costs of home there as well is very attractive. This town is well liked by skiers and climbing enthusiasts, and it's surrounded by breathtaking natural beauty in the northern Rocky Mountains. Vancouver may be reached by car in around 8 hours from Quesnel, and the average home price here sits at around $209,000 per home. And at number 2, we have Vancouver, Quebec. Now, this is a primarily industrial city. It's located along the St. Lawrence River in Quebec. Vancouver has a population of approximately 12,500 residents. It's a tiny but economically active community with many high-paying positions in the aerospace and the petroleum sectors. And despite the high salaries of its citizens living here, housing costs are still quite modest. Montreal is only about an hour and a half drive from Vancouver, and the average home price here sits at around $206,000 per home. And before we reveal the top spot for the most affordable cities or towns in Canada, make sure to comment and subscribe to our channel for more of this kind of content. Now, sitting at number 1 position is a town called Sept-Îles in Quebec. This little town of Sept-Îles in Quebec is located on the St. Lawrence Gulf's northern shore. Now, it has a population of about 28,500 people. It is home to a large, primarily French-speaking community. From Quebec City, it takes around 8 hours to drive to Sept-Îles. Average home prices in this town, $204,000 per home on average. If you found this video helpful, engaging, entertaining, don't forget to comment and subscribe. My name is Andrea Bailey from Yala, Canada, and I will see you in the next video.